Hey, welcome to another edition of Ego on Break. I'm your host, Dynamite J. Andrews. Got the Mississippi Madman, Logan Creed, sitting to my left. And we're going to talk about Mom's Toy Show, right? Sure. First ever Mississippi ToyCon.
Mom's Trash Can.
Mom's Trash Can, put it on. And we'll show some of the stuff that we got. And then if we have time left, maybe talk a little wrestling.
Okay.
So, you have what you got?
Yeah.
Yep.
In the bag here.
Alright, cool deal. Just kind of go one and one or whatever, or do them all at one time. How do you want to do that?
I'll just do one at a time.
All
It's only three, so it isn't hard to do. Well, if I can get them out.
Alright, well, I'll throw one of mine up while you are getting yours situated. I got a Hasbro The Mountie. Unfortunately, it does not have the shock stick. If it did, I'm sure I would not have got it for $7. But been wanting to add him to my collection of Hasbros. It's kind of small. I don't have a ton. I actually sold about 6 of them because I was like, I don't know if I want to collect the Hasbros. And then
those are pretty well made, though.
Yeah, and then I saw this one and I talked myself back into it. So I got a Hasbro, the Mountie.
Yes.
So really dig the Mountie. So that's one of mine.
Yeah. Well, the first table I come upon, I found the
Kamala.
Ugandan giant Kamala with removable mask, and his paint is freaking awesome, I thought. His facial expression's a little out there.
He's got that confused look.
Yeah,
he must have just bowled a strike and didn't know that he'd done it.
I think that's when they stuck him with slick, and he's kind of like, what the hell's going on?
Yeah.
But I got told the story. I got to manage Kamala a long time ago. Everybody I bought, I've met, and that was the reason I bought it. So
I got you.
Just a reason.
All right, I got the British Bulldog. I believe this is a Jack's Pacific. Pretty cool. It's not the Bulldog that I wanted, but it's a good placeholder until I get the one I want.
Is that WCW or WWF?
This is 1996 Jack, so it's going to be a WWF. Yeah.
That's when he come back and got the short haircut.
Yeah, like I say, I want the Bulldog with the braids.
That's what I was thinking. I'm like, that's WCW though.
However, you know, this is what I got. So, put it back in the bag.
I got Cactus Jack, and it has the removable.
Oh, the flannel shirt.
Flannel shirt.
Yeah, that's cool.
I bought this from Paul Wright. Foley's one I got to meet with you in Louisiana.
True.
On our first really big wrestling show.
Absolutely.
Probably still one of the biggest we've ever been on.
Yeah, I'd say that.
With names and everything. But he was just real cool. And,
he was definitely a what you see, what you get kind of person. And he was definitely down to earth
guy, man.
Walking around in his flannel shirt and his Christmas tree sweatpants or whatever he had on.
Just Foley's never changed. I believe that's how he's been probably forever.
Yeah.
And that's all I've ever heard. So
also from Wright's DVDs and figures, I bought a lot of TNA DVDs. There's those. I think they're all upside down or whatever, but hey, there's that. I got TNA Bound for Glory 2009, Sacrifice 2010, Ultimate Matches Volume. Nope, just Ultimate Matches. Thought that was Volume 2, but it wasn't. Best of America's Most Wanted.
That was my favorite tag team we had.
And the Asylum Years Volume 1.
Wow,
so pretty cool.
So Asylum, that's when they were in Tennessee, right?
Yeah, at the fairgrounds or whatever. So I got those, and then I bought a few Funkos. I got the Miz. This is the new line, or the newest line of Funkos, and it's got the Miz, Mean Gene Okerlund, Diesel, Naomi, and Thugonomics John Cena on the back. So there's a couple things. I got a few more. Go ahead and show yours.
This was when he was actually Kevin Thorne.
Oh, that's cool.
And when I got to meet him, he was on the same show I told you about as Daniel Bryan, working in a Walmart parking lot. He was 7. And I remember I'm standing at the edge of the apron watching, I'm young, and he's got this guy bench pressed above his head, and was like, oh my God, please don't drop this dude on me.
That's cool. That's very cool.
Yes.
All right, I got Funko Pop Conan without borders, and Conan is dressed as a luchador chicken. So that's pretty cool. There's the back. Conan O'Brien. Yeah.
Wow.
So why not? You know, technically it's wrestling related, I guess. I got that. And then to round out the last thing I bought from the toy show is this Dark Phoenix Funko Pop.
Sweet.
So that is my haul, and it's a pretty good haul, I guess. So I was pretty excited about those. But then through the mail, I just got in these today, and the reason I brought these, and like I say, these are not from the toy show. I had bought these off eBay, but I've got 3 boxes. They're all got Funko Pops. One of these is a wrestling Funko Pop. So I don't know which one's which though. So we'll just have to open them up and see. Yeah. So do a little cutting and strutting, as Brutus the Barber Beefcake would say. And this is the wrestling one right off the bat. And I got this from Popping Off Toys, so give them a little shout out right there. I don't know if you can see that. Well bubble wrapped, which is always a good thing. And it is Tell Them About It, Mean Gene.
Wow, that's
so
cool.
It's pretty cool. Got his microphone there.
What year is it?
Like that he represents?
I'm just saying, because, you know, he passed away. Did they make it before or
yeah,
after?
no, this is the new series that just came out the
after.
last month or so. I'm not exactly sure when it came out.
I just wondered if it was a dedication.
But it's 2019, so
okay.
It's that line. So I got that. So that means the other two will not be the Mean Gene figure. But I will open them just because I've said something about them. And let's see what we got. So a little more cutting and strutting. I guess I could have opened these ahead of time, but you know, why not?
It is what it is.
Yeah. Trying to cut very shallow so I don't damage.
Or cut yourself.
Yeah, or cut myself.
I want blood in my car.
I don't know
Anyway.
I don't know if it's sharp enough to do that. So the next one I got, no card, so I don't know where I ordered it from, but it is Tombstone. It is Doc Holliday.
I'm your Huckleberry.
And yep, I'm your Huckleberry right there.
I literally just watched some highlights from that movie the other day.
I love that movie. It's one of my favorite movies, and I'm definitely a Tombstone fan. So, and I think that's one of the more iconic westerns out there, at least for our generation.
Yeah, for the 90s and 2000s for sure.
And then the last one, if I can get it out from under my feet, is I don't know who this is. I'm starting to collect Funko Pops, so I order a bunch. I don't know who. I ain't real sure which one's coming in because I don't really check my email, so I'm just, it's kind of a mystery, I guess. So no bubble wrap this time. Hey,
well, it fits right in the box.
boom, fits right in the box. And we got Wide Earp from Tombstone.
Sweet.
So pretty cool. All I need now is Virgil and Morgan there at the bottom.
Which one was Sam Elliott?
He was Virgil.
That's what I thought. I couldn't remember. It's been a little while since.
And I know there is chase figures or exclusive figures of, I think, Wyatt and Doc. So I'm going to try to track those down. So it's 6 in total. But pretty cool, huh?
Not bad.
Yep. And then I thought I had an extra DVD. I may have left it, but I did buy WWE Slam City. It's like the little YouTube cartoon show they were doing. And so I got all of that. So let's see if I can find it. It's here in this bag. I think I just overlooked it. So excuse me while I dig.
Doesn't kind of look.
Excuse me. So again, I was a big fan of like Hulk Hogan's Rockin' Wrestling, and this kind of reminds me of that. There it is, WWE Slam City.
Yeah, it kind of looks like the Lego movie, except with their toys, right?
Yeah, right. So it's pretty cool. You got episodes 1 through 26. So John Cena, the mechanic. Yeah, I think this was like all the wrestlers had like real jobs. So John Cena, the mechanic, Kane, the cafeteria cook, Rey Mysterio, the crossing guard, and others.
Matter of fact, the toy one we did before, that's what they're kind of based around, is that.
Oh yeah? Yeah.
I don't know if the horrible Kevin Nash was in there, but you know.
And while we're talking about toys, have you seen that AEW is bringing out a line of action figures?
I was Actually, didn't bring it up.
They're really cool figures. I've checked them out, watched them at the, you know, all the little videos and stuff that's out about them.
Yeah, my biggest disappointment is the only woman they have is
Brandy.
And that's just.
But I'm sure
a
in
slap in the face. I'm sorry.
I'm sure in Series 3 we'll get more.
It should have been Rio, Nyla, Kong, Britt Baker.
I mean, there's a lot, but
How
you
about
got
anybody that's a wrestler.
Well, here's the thing: you got to start somewhere.
No,
and you don't think the people in charge are going to be first? Something's wrong. You know what I mean?
I think it's a damn slap in the
put
face.
yourself over, kid. So, but yeah, the toy show overall was really cool. It felt completely different than the first one that I attended in Byram.
Yeah.
I know they've had some smaller versions, even smaller than the one that was in Byram.
Well, they spent a lot of money on this one, so they had a lot more. Hell, they had contests and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah. It was more kind of I want to say almost like Comic-Con type.
It was. There was a guy that was an artist that was literally right next to me and Bill.
Yeah.
That was drawing.
Yeah.
So I saw a couple of people selling art like that.
Right. It was cool, man. Like, and if
there was a lot of cosplay up there.
Mm-hmm. They had like the
matter of fact, Ray Fury's got a picture of him and Batman doing a stare off.
Yeah.
So
yeah. So even had wrestlers.
Yeah.
So
and Ray Fury went there, so it's like.
Mm-hmm.
So did you see his little stand-up thing he had made?
Yeah, that was really nice.
It's like a little advertisement of
like
Ray
a banner
Fury.
or whatever.
Yeah, banner is what I was looking for. But he looks very professional.
Oh yeah. He's definitely a step your game up, guys, type of merchandise table. So he's really got it on point. So
him and Paul Rudd, I thought both really had stepped their game up as far as under merchandise and everything.
Yep. Paul had a really nice setup, had a lot of stuff. So
yes, he did. Good to go.
I mean, crazy amount of DVDs and figures. So.
And he had everything: TNA, ROH, WWE, WCW.
Yeah, some off the wall stuff. Yeah,
I was like, wow. Yeah, there was a couple of indies.
Yep.
So,
check out his page for sure. It's I think it's Rights Figures and DVDs or DVDs and Figures on Facebook. Like that, so not hard to find. But was there any toy you saw or anything you saw there that was like, wow, I can't believe I see that. Like, I can't believe this is here.
From when I was a kid, which I'm a little older than you.
Yeah.
There used to be the original Voltron cartoon, and I remember the toy was like this big. I'd never seen it in real life until that weekend.
Yeah,
and it was up on like his top shelf, and the dude had like $400 on it. I'm like, yeah, it's nice to look at. So
yeah, there was some really
I thought
cool
that
stuff,
was really cool. That's probably the coolest one I saw.
I was really, like, when you first came into it, there like you had the entranceway. There's some tables set up there, like some overflow. And there was a guy who had a lot of like 10 type toys, trucks and planes and stuff, and that was some really cool stuff. But it was not necessarily out of my price range, although it was priced pretty high.
Yes.
It's just not something I'm into, but it was cool looking at. So.
Well, that's what I was going to say about Wright with his wrestlers. He was more affordable than several other tables I went to.
Yep.
There was a couple that was just unreal ridiculous, and like they weren't even in good shape. Like the paint looked like ass. And they were asking $30 for it, and I'm like, I bought one from a guy. Remember the ones I bought, and I washed them up, and they looked 1,000 times better than this guy's.
Yeah, I think they were just more of like, ooh, these must be old. They must be valuable. He really didn't do the research to see if they were valuable or not.
Or he looked it up, and he's like, oh, okay, well they're getting $30 here. Well, yours look like crap.
Yeah, yours, all the paint's coming off of it.
Yeah, it looked like they had some kind of skin disorder for God's sake.
Yeah, I bet he took those back home with him.
Yeah, he did a lot. Because I went by at the end, and I was trying to see if I could get one out of him. That was Andre he had. And he's like, oh, no, man, I can't get no lower than $30. And I'm like, bro, it looks like crap.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Not but that again, I would tell anybody my opinion.
The thing is, like, a lot of people think those LJNs are really expensive.
They're not. Certain
ones are, but there's some that are $2 and $3 a piece.
Like his the Andre he had was not the expensive one. The one that was expensive was the short hair, right?
Right.
And he had the big old afro one. And I wouldn't mind having either one because I think the short hair was supposed to have been after who was it that jumped him and cut his hair? I can't remember.
I'm not sure.
But
I just know it's more rare. Like
but it was supposed to have been after he got jumped and got his hair cut. So that's why I would like to have either one, but he was just too high on it, and it wasn't that good a shape.
Right.
So,
but overall, what did you think about the ToyCon? Think it was a great thing?
I liked it. I read earlier, I went to the mom's trash can, and they're reading like, what could you do better? And I saw a couple of people say, stay open to 6, add about 2 hours to it, or make it a 2-day event.
I don't know. Like, to me, if you're there hanging out, it was cool. But like me, just as a customer, like, we were there maybe 30 minutes.
I understand. I mean, I was hanging out with certain people.
Right.
But,
now, I mean, if we would have been there hanging out or, whatever, but
if you were a salesperson, wouldn't you rather have 2 days to sell than one?
If I could sell.
That's what I'm saying.
When we had got there at 2 o'clock or whatever, like, there were still people coming in, but it was slow. Like,
I left about 4, and there were still people steadily coming in.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. And it closed at 5. So I had something I had to run go do. I was going to actually stick around, but I had to go.
Yeah.
But I honestly believe, like, on a Sunday after church, I don't think it'd be a bad idea. Maybe not do a full day the second day.
Yeah.
But maybe do a couple of hours.
Yeah, but again,
around 12 to like 5.
You gotta rent that building again.
I understand, but maybe you can get a deal for 2 days.
They could, but I guess definitely you could stay open a little later.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I mean, that shouldn't cost any more unless you have maybe they had a time limit. Maybe there's things they couldn't, get around. So
I don't know, but
I don't either. But
people, they were just asking, honestly, what could we do better? And I didn't see a lot they could have done better.
I say it went really smooth from my point of view. Now, I did not sell there this year. I mean, we sold at Byram, and we're probably going to sell again.
Well, let me ask you this. At the Byram show, what would you have done different?
It wasn't enough space. I mean, that was my only...
Well, see, at this show, do you think they had more space?
Yeah, I think so.
It looked like it.
I'll tell you the thing that is probably a plus, and some people really liked it, but I didn't like it, was the dividing curtains.
I didn't like that neither, because it hid people.
Yeah, yeah. Now, it gave you a wall kind of to be against, so I did dig that part. It gave you a little more room, but at the same time, like, it felt, and I don't know exactly, I'm not going to be like, it felt like you were only dealing with that one table or whatever, but it just seemed like each space seemed smaller.
Mm-hmm. Maybe it's because black curtain. I don't know.
I don't know.
Something about it, I didn't like it neither.
But it was one of those things, like, I don't know. I don't know. I liked it. Like, there's a lot I liked about it, but it just...
Well, I told Bill...
It felt informal.
The way you come around to Bill, like, you couldn't see him because the damn curtain was there. So what if people thought that was the end?
Yeah.
So I didn't like the curtains. I'd take them damn things
And I think that was the thing. Like, you could look across and go, oh, look, I see every table. Yeah. And now you couldn't.
I mean, you could have an area and not have to have a stupid curtain up.
Yeah.
So to me, that was stupid.
But overall, I mean, a huge success.
Yeah,
I mean, I definitely look forward to it next year. And I'm excited. I think I'm going to try to sell next year. I'm going to be buying some stock up. And, if I'm still collecting Funko Pops, maybe I'll buy some more. But if I'm not, I'll probably have some for sale. Because I got several thousands of dollars worth of Funko Pops.
Build a house with what you got.
Well, we're trying to build a wall. Like a whole wall of Funkos. And we're about 3/4 of the way up. So...
just breaking it on up.
Mm-hmm. And the worst spot is in our living room. So, like, you walk in, you see this big wall of Funko Pops.
Jesus.
But yeah, it's fun. It's been cool to, like, buy and collect and relive your childhood through some, like, all of these are a newer product. Like, some of the things they're putting out are older. There's like Scooby-Doo's and Flintstones and the Jetsons and wrestlers, and
I know they got one set to come out that I would like to get, and it's just from a movie I followed as a kid 1,000 times. But the original Lost Boys. Yeah. They're doing the Frog Brothers.
Okay. So that's cool.
I always thought they were the coolest ones on that movie.
I'd check those out. But yeah, so overall, Mom's Trash Can, thanks for hosting ToyCon. Yes. And definitely look forward to next year's.
Yep. But check them out on Facebook. It's Mom's Trash Can, and they do smaller shows too.
Yeah, they got one coming up in Vicksburg in May.
Yep.
So I will not be attending that. That's the same day as like the world's longest yard sale or something, and it goes from like Alabama to like Chicago or something, or Ohio or somewhere like that.
Okay.
and we're probably going to try to jump on that and scope that out. Never been to it, so
yard sales across America.
Yeah, that's essentially what it is. So, probably going to shoot over to like the Alabama side, maybe make our way toward Tennessee and spend the weekend yard selling.
Oh, you lost your mind. Make sure they got no Velcro on it.
Yeah, no doubt. But till next time, watch wrestling and buy
Check out
toys.
toys.
Yeah, later, guys.